This is such a beautiful conversation, and I'm excited to introduce you to Jacqueline. And the reason why I have Jacqueline here today with me is because as women, we forget to work towards our dreams. And our dreams are one of the biggest reasons why we are here. We have so many dreams, we have so many ambitions, we can do so much in our life just by being who we are, but we forget to follow those dreams. Jacqueline has her own dream. And what I love about it is that she's following through her dreams and taking every step to believe that she can accomplish a certain dream. So, Jacqueline, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait for you to talk to you about your dream, what you're all about, what it is about, and how you help your clients focus and work towards their dreams. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so happy to be here.
So great. I'm so glad to. Tell us a little bit about you and where you're from and what you do. And basically, tell us a little bit about your dream that you have. And I cannot wait for the world to know what it is.
Okay, well, I live in Montreal in Canada, in Montreal, Quebec, and I used to live in Calgary. I was living in Calgary, like just trying to live my life over there. I'm originally from Montreal, but I was in Calgary just trying to live my life. Well, I'll say first of all, like what my dream was, because it kind of lays up. My biggest dream has always been to be a mother and have kids. Like, to get married and like have that life of like, being a wife and a mother and, stay at home mom. Like that was like always like my biggest dream. So when I was living in Calgary, I was like, in my 30s and I was not finding anybody and like nothing was really working out. And then I reconnected with my ex here in Montreal and I moved back for him and we were together for 3 years. And I thought that that was it. And I was going to be with the person that I was supposed to be with and like live happily ever after. But that didn't happen. I was kind of blindsided and left and I was 37 all of a sudden now and having to start all over again. And like my first thought was like to go and find someone, like I need to find someone else because like I'm not getting any younger. But I just like I didn't want to be with anybody else. Like, I was like I kept telling myself if I was younger, then I would just like take a break from men and dating and I would like, figure my life out and not work. But I'm like, I'm 37, I want to have kids, like I need to find someone. But I then realized that I don't need a man to do those things. I can have a baby, like people do that all the time. But it took me, I had to do a lot of healing and I had to figure out like why I was attracting these types of people and why I thought that I needed to be with someone to feel worthy and feel fulfilled and feel like I didn't feel like I thought like you needed to be with someone to feel complete. Like, and that's what you need, like to have that complete life is to be with someone, have the job, have like everything. And I was just tired of it. I've always been, but this is another story, like because of the way I grew up, but I've always been codependent on like men and like and people and things for like my happiness and my worth. And I just was tired of it. I was like, I just wanted to figure it out on my own. I just wanted to be like happy and fulfilled on my own as like the person I am. And like, and so, but that doing that took a lot I had to do a lot of healing and a lot of figuring out who I am as a person and as a woman. And so I went on this journey of like really healing myself and like figuring out what was holding me back and uncovered all of these things. And when I realized it, like, and it was so beautiful, I just really knew I had to help other women figure that out and feel like they're worthy and they're fulfilled and they can do anything and be anything just for being the woman that they are. They don't have to depend on anybody or they don't have to look a certain way. They could just be who they are and do what they want just for being who they are. So I became certified as an empowerment coach, self-love coach, and I created my program, which is called The Journey Back to You, which is like just like because I feel like our life as a woman is like a big journey. Um, so that's where I'm at right now, and I'm going through the process right now of having a baby on my own because that is my dream, and I'm not waiting for anybody else to come in on a horse, like a knight in shining armor coming on a horse to like, fulfill it for me. I'm just I took matters in my own hands, and that's where we're at right now, waiting to find out if I'm pregnant.
Wow, what a beautiful journey you have. I'm just so excited to hear more, so much more about you. When you talk a little bit about your journey and a little bit about your dreams, I feel like as if, when women walk towards their dreams, they walk towards something fear. They have all this fear inside of them. I don't know if you have that. And I
Oh yeah,
think
every day.
that I think that is something that I would love for you to talk a little bit about. So tell us a little bit about your fear and how you started to walk towards your journey so that you can talk to us about what you did to get to where you are today.
The biggest thing I always say is like feel the fear and do it anyways. It's it's like, I'm scared of I have fears for everything, like for everything I do. Um like, going after being a mother on my own is definitely really scary. Like, I don't know, I have no idea how a lot of the things I do are going to work out. Like, I don't know what the outcome is. I just know that I want them, and so I just like do the things that to get to them, and I just forget about the outcome and just do it anyways. Because if there's something that you want so much in your life, like a dream that you have, if you want it with a 10, like at all the things that you want, like they're like 7, 8, put them aside and like, worry about them another time. But if there's something in your life that you want with a 10, then you go after it and you do everything that you can and you don't give up on it. You just like you put all of your you don't worry about what's going to happen or the stones that you have to the stepping stones that you have to take to get there. You just like focus on the first step, and the next step will come and the next one will come, and you don't give up on it. You just keep putting all of your soul to it, if that makes any sense.
Basically, just go for everything that you want. Remove
Yes.
fear out of your life and walk towards your goals and your dream. So you're thinking about being a single mom.
Yeah. Oh,
How
sorry, I just want to say
beautiful is
one more
that?
thing. Um like being scared is an empowered emotion. Like it's being scared is like is being it's not weak. It means that you're empowered, that you're scared of something and going after it. It's very strong, it's very beautiful to be scared of something and to make the little step to go over it. I just want to point that out, that it's not weak to be scared.
That's exactly what it is. Beautifully said. I love it. I love it. Now, I am just, when you said, okay, being scared, yes, that's exactly what I talk about when we talk about fear, right? Like, what is making you so scared about going towards your dreams? What's making you stop from doing what you love? I think that's one of my biggest things. How do you start just stepping into those goals and going right towards them? So let's talk a little bit about you. So you are now trying to be a single mother, trying to you have a baby, and tell us a little bit about the steps that you've taken to create this beautiful journey of yours. What have you been doing?
Well, let's just say, like, I'll just say first of all, like, it wasn't like my biggest dream to be a single mother. Like, obviously, I would have loved to have met someone and like settle down and like all of that, but it just hasn't happened yet, and that's okay. But I didn't want to put that pressure on like meeting someone just for the sake of having a baby. Like, I want the person that I meet. I know so many people, so many of my friends that, not that they settled, but they're just like unhappy sometimes, just like if for the sake of kids. And I know that when I meet someone, I want it to be beautiful and like all of like everything that I desire. So when I take off the what's it called, the pressure of like needing a man for a baby, it takes off such a weight off my shoulders, and there's like it's so different. So when it comes to this journey of being a mother on my own, do you wanted to know like what I've done like to
Yeah,
do
how
it?
did you
Like,
walk towards this goal? What led you towards here?
um, it's just like I just like okay, when I was with my ex-boyfriend that I had talked about before, he didn't really want kids. And I don't know, for some reason I was like okay with that. Like I wasn't okay with it, but I just wanted the relationship to work so much. And I guess a part of me thought that he'll just change his mind one day. And I was just like willing to like give that dream up just for the sake of making a relationship work because I was 37. But when it ended, I was just like, oh my God, like you get a second chance. You get to have the things that you want in life. And so first thought, like I never thought, like I knew I was like, okay, if I get to 40 and I'm not have any kids, I'll do it on my own. So like my first thought was like, I need to find someone and dating. And I just was like, I'm sick of this. I don't want to do it. So I just, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna take the steps of I started looking it up online. Like I started watching a lot of YouTube videos of like other women who have done it. And you know, a lot of them say like you need to have this and you should have this, you should have this kind of financial stability first, and you should have, you know, this in place first. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really have all of those steps, those things in place. So I need to wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do it like when my business takes off and when my business becomes more successful and I have like this many clients. And so when I launched my business, I wasn't getting, you know, it didn't happen as fast as I thought it was gonna happen. So I was like, well, now what? Because I'm like, I'm gonna be 40 this year, no, next year. And um, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it anyways. Like I said, just feel the fear and do it anyways. So even though I didn't have all the things in place that I said I needed to have in place to do it, I was just gonna do it. So I made an appointment with the doctor. I got a referral from my GP. I went to the fertility clinic. Well, now because of COVID, everything's on the phone. So I haven't ever even met my doctor. Everything's been on the phone.
Wow.
Um, yeah. And so we talked on about like what I wanted to do, and she told me the things I needed to do. So I had to go have an ultrasound done and a blood test done when my cycle started, just to see like where I'm at. And I was terrified because I am 39. I didn't know what the situation was going to be like. But she said it like, you know, it showed like that I was 39, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. And so then I waited for then I had to get a few things done, some tests and some vaccinations. And then I had to wait for my cycle, which was the end of October. Um, and I went in for an ultrasound and they started me on injections to like, you know, just get everything mature. And I had the procedure last week. I had the procedure last week on Wednesday. So I am 8 days post, so tomorrow will be 8 days post procedure. And the nurse told me that it went very smoothly. Like a lot of people doesn't happen like that. Like everything happened the way it was supposed to. So I feel good about that. And now it's just a waiting game. For anybody who's been trying to get pregnant, or any woman who knows the 2 week wait is like the worst thing ever. So that's where I'm at right now.
What intrigues me here is the fact that you've taken those steps to get to where you want to go. You know, you didn't meet your doctor, which is fine, but you were able to take each step. And what I believe strongly is when things start to happen for you in the moment and it just starts to kind of
Flow.
go through like a little journey, it's kind of meant to be. You know, when
Yeah.
it takes long and things are just not happening and it's taking a longer period of time, I think like those kind of things just need to be taken a little bit more slowly. And those things will happen at its right moment. That's what I believe. And I
Yeah, there
believe that.
was no roadblocks in this. Like there was like nothing that like that's what she told me. The nurse, she's like sometimes there's like, you know, a woman will have like a cyst or a polyp or like something, and like, or this cycle's not good. Like, you know, the follicles didn't mature enough. She's like, but everything just like happened as it was supposed to for me. And I have to add, like the procedure I did is called IUI, which is intrauterine insemination. And it's like a 10% chance that it works like the first try. Like when a man and a woman do it the natural way, it's like, you know, it's also a 10% chance. It's like a 5% more chance of this working on like a first try. So usually it happens between like 1 and 4 tries. Like by the fourth try, if it doesn't really happen, they'll like maybe move to IVF. So working the first try is like very rare. But you know what I did was like I've been like for the past, like even before I started, the month before I started, before I was gonna have the insemination, and now up until now, I've been doing only yoga that has to do with fertility. I've been listening to meditations that are only have to do with fertility. I've like changed my diet. I've changed vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been doing everything to like get into that mindset, I guess. So if it works the first try, I don't know. I just feel like everything else has happened so like the way it's supposed to. I feel like it should, I don't know. Who
Let it
knows?
happen. I believe the universe
Yeah,
has your back. That's what they say, right?
yeah,
When things are meant
exactly.
to happen, they happen in good ways. And even if it doesn't happen, all you need to know is
Yeah,
that you still get that second chance. You still get that third chance, right? And you have to work towards those steps to get to where you want to go. So when I see
yeah.
you and I'm talking to you, I feel like as if you're just around the corner to get your dreams to come true. Like, how amazing is that, right? So I was just wanted to be like, wow, to you. I wanted to say, like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the fact that you've taken that level. You know, your business started, it didn't go as well as you wanted it to go. So you decided to change things around. You're now trying to get pregnant. You'll probably go back to that business right after, you never know. Or things might even change and things might even get even better and better, right? So I want to say I'm so proud of you, and I want to say that I'm so excited for you, and I'm excited for this, this little being to come along for you. It sounds so beautiful, and I'm excited for the journey that you're going to be going through. What I do want you to do is tell us a little bit about how, if when you're coaching, your clients, and you're coaching them and you're doing all that within your business, what would you say to them when it comes to, follow that dream, follow that star, do the things that make you happy despite of any obstacles that come in your way? What would you say to that?
Well, I think first of all, we all have dreams, and I feel like a lot of women will say like, I have this dream, but I'm never gonna have it. Like it's just a dream. Like they don't like think it will ever be reality. And I like I said, if you want something bad enough, if you want something with a 10, you get to have it. Like maybe if this doesn't work this time, I get to have what I want because I want it so bad, and I'll do whatever it takes. One way or another, I will be a mother because that's what I want so bad. But you have to want it. Like you have to want it really bad. um I think when it comes to, I think for a lot of women, when they're at that point where they feel like, I don't get to have that dream. Like it's something that I want, but it's in another lifetime. Like I don't get to have it now. I think that they think like that because they haven't really like discovered who they are, and they haven't healed the things like that happened in their past, and they haven't properly healed and like properly dealt with the toxic crap that they've had in their life. And so it holds something over you. So that's what I do in my course that I created. It's all about healing, forgiving, setting your boundaries, and like really just discovering who you are as a woman, and uncovering what's holding you back from like being the fabulous person that you are when you wake up and look at yourself in the mirror. Not when you've lost weight, not when you got the job, not when you got the man, just because of who you are as a woman and nothing else. And I feel like when you get to that place where you've uncovered everything and you've chipped away at all of the clay that's covering your gold, when you uncover what your gold is, you don't have that feeling anymore of I don't get to have that dream. You're like, I want that dream and I'm gonna have that dream, and no matter what, nothing's gonna stop me. And like, let's figure out how to do it. And like, just like little things start happening. Synchronicity, what's that word? Synchronicity, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I don't know that word. It's like that, like the little things start happening, and like, and you start like meeting people that will get you on a little bit step closer. Things start popping up, like how me and you met with the Awakeners. Like that just popped up. Like, one day I was just like, what's my purpose? And it just popped up there. Like these things little things start happening. But I think you need to get to a point where you've uncovered what's holding you back first. And then the magic starts to happen.
I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited about all of that. It sounds so wonderful, so beautiful. And if there's anyone out there that just wants to get a hold of you, they have that same dream of, hey, I want to get pregnant and I just don't know where to start or where to go, or I'm so excited to hear more about her story. How can they get a hold of you?
Um, well, I'm on all of the things. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. My website is jacquelinejoy.com. On Facebook, it's Jacqueline Joy. I have a private Facebook group called You Are a Goddess. You can look it up and request to be in it, and you can come on in. I share like updates about this journey all the time in there. I think you've seen that.
Yes, I did.
I'm
And
very,
I'm part of that. I'm part of that group. So that makes me so happy.
I'm very open. I'm very open about, everything I'm doing. And a lot of people are like, why do you talk about it so much? Like, are you really going to tell people if you find out you're pregnant right away, like you should wait? And like, no, like I've been honest and I've been authentic about everything. Like, so why would I hide that? My group is like, I, I, I find a lot of the time when coaches become successful or they just start getting a lot of, I don't know, they like lose a part of themselves. I don't know what it is. And I have always just made it a point to be like really authentic. And I share that in my group a lot. Like if I'm having a crappy day and I'm like, and I had like a bad weekend and I was crying and I was like feeling sorry for myself, like most people do. We're not superhuman just because we're coaches. We still go through crap and we still feel these things. And I share it all the time, but I like share how I got out of it. Also, when you do that work, even though you'll still get down times, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be like up all the time. You're still gonna get these down times and like where you feel like you're nothing and you feel like you can't do anything and your dreams are never gonna come true. But it gets easier and easier to get yourself out of it and like to talk yourself out of it and to like, question it. And so that's why this work I feel is so important
That is
because
so true.
you become your own person, your own coach, your own like, a lot of people that say I'm so alone, I feel so alone. When you like really develop this relationship with yourself, you're never going to be alone ever again in your life because you're always going to have yourself.
That is so beautifully said. I just want to say, wow. And it's so true. You know what I mean? You will never be alone the moment you find that truth about you.
Yeah,
Thank you for saying that. Loneliness is such a big, huge problem in this society today. You can't be lonely. Being lonely hurts and it
it
becomes a
does.
problem. And so when you said that, it will bring a lot of emotions to a lot of people. So I'm proud that you said that. It is so true. Thank you for saying that. And I'm excited for anyone else that wants to get to talk to Jacqueline. She is such a beautiful soul. She has so much to talk about, so much to share. And you're right, Jacqueline. You know what? You need to be yourself, your authentic self. So the fact that you do share your story, the fact that you are out there and telling everybody about what you're going through, all those little things that you're doing, and sending that vibe for that baby to just come into your life, like that's what you need to do, and you need to do it your way. You need to do it the way that you will do it to nourish this life of yours. 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, it doesn't matter how it works for you. You do it for yourself. And so I'm proud of you. I'm proud for everything that you're going through and everything that you represent to a lot of these women out there that are also there trying to be just like you, or they want to get pregnant, or they want to follow their dreams. They just have a hard time getting there. So thanks for doing that. I can't wait. I can't wait
I
for
know.
people. If you do want to get a hold of Jacqueline, you want more information from her, please do get a hold of her. I am going to put all her information into the details below, and everything will be there for you. If Jacqueline, did you have anything else that you wanted to add before I end the conversation?
I just wanted to say like I've been there, like, I've been there where I'm lonely and I just sit here and I cry
Mhm.
like on by myself on a weekend and I'm just like so alone and I can't figure my shit out and and I can't feel successful and I feel like I can't do anything and I still don't have it all figured out. Like, like I said, I've just started my business. It's not where I want it to be yet. I don't have the baby yet. I don't have the relationship yet. I don't have any of the things that like I don't have any of those dreams that I wanted yet. But for some reason, I wake up every day with excitement and happiness and joy and like an excitement of what's to come because I know it's going to come because I've done like, I've done I've figured not that I've figured it all out, but I don't know, I've just done the work, I guess
Confident.
you could say.
You have
Yeah,
the confidence.
I've
And
but I didn't always have it though. I didn't always have it. I've been where a lot of people are. I've and I want to help other women feel like that. I want to my cat's coming here. I want to help other women feel feel like to wake up every day and feel good about themselves and and just because of who they are, not because they've figured everything out, but they will figure things out.
I love it. Yes, we do need that. We need more of you in this world, Jacqueline. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You might not have everything yet, but it doesn't mean that you give up. You
No, it doesn't mean you
keep
give up, and it
going.
doesn't mean that you don't get to be happy.
I love it. I love every bit of it. Thank you so much again, Jacqueline, for being here. Thank you so much for, sharing your story with us and being so authentic with us and sharing every bit of you on this podcast. It is so, so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. And
My
again,
pleasure.
please, please do get a hold of Jacqueline. I'll have everything there. If this conversation was beautiful, please let us know. Send us a little vibe, send us some messages, let us know how it went. And please do subscribe below. Again, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. It's everything that I go for. This is why I'm here today. I love what I do. I love talking to these women and I love being who I am with them. So subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, have a wonderful, wonderful day. We will see you next week. Take care. Bye.